Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to the latest edition of Oilers After Dark. My name is Matt. We got some things happening, some big things happening. Because of that, today we will not be able to show as much as we usually do with the music and stuff. Apparently we get dinged and copyrighted for that sort of stuff now. But you'll still get to see me in all my unedited glory. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Saturday afternoon. As I recollect my thoughts and my processes. Yes, the Edmonton Oilers are taking on the Seattle Oilers, as I am calling them now. How many ex-Oilers are on Seattle? Who can tell me? I bet you there's more than 5 ex-Oilers on the Seattle Kraken. More than 5? I'm willing to say there's like 6. Matinee Saturday. Oh, no worries, BW. I got you. I could put up the stream. It only lets me put up the stream like 2 or 3 hours in advance, though. That's the kick in the nads. Do. Just trying to go through some things here for y'alls. Get the lineups out of the way. Yes, the Oilers are 35-20-2. Good Lord, this team is actually good, eh? Believe it or not, they actually are a good team. Who knew? Who? For everybody's viewing pleasure, we'll be watching on Sportsnet. I will have the Seattle Kraken Roots feed in my ear just to hear how they are. You will have a brand new Stu graphic, though. Every time Stu makes a really good play or save, you're going to have him. We are live. You guys can hear me. That's great. That is always a good thing when you guys can hear me. Who else is an ex-Oiler there, Lubo? That's actually pretty cool what this chick did with the Seattle Kraken arena. I don't know if you guys in the States are able to watch Roots, the Seattle Kraken feed, but I like it. I'm a fan. Yeah. Alright, beautiful. Kraken Oilers coming up. Because we are on the road, you get to see the white, the one, the only Ryan Smith throwback jersey. Like I said, guys, unfortunately, because we are partnered now, if you haven't heard the great news, we are partnered with YouTube. We are part of their partnership program. Any music played will be copyright and won't get monetized if it gets enough views, which is cool. I don't want to show any music anyway. So at the end of the year, I'm going to have one video will be non-monetized. It'll have all the Oilers goal songs, the player motion, and the goal song. Just a little bit of a thank you before the playoffs. This is the last game of the Seattle Kraken homestand. They are undefeated on the current homestand they are on right now, which is cool to see. Financial well-being. You should be defined by your job, honestly. Hey, Oil Collector, how you doing, my friend? How has your weekend been? Ooh. Exhale, inhale. Hopefully you guys do enjoy that monthly preview. We added a little bit of extra spice thanks to our mods on the Facebook side. We have their predictions as well for the first time. We just got, we got their predictions. Also, first time ever, there is an overtime loss on the board. Thank you to Lobo for that. Oh, mine's always good. It sucks right now because the snow, so I'm kind of stuck inside, but that's all good, man. I'm a hibernating bear anyway. I don't mind being inside sometimes. Lets me do some crazy things, like buy a game on my Xbox with a credit card that I'm going to play the shit out of tomorrow. For those that don't have it, I will be playing WWE 2K24 out the door tomorrow. As well as spending time with my family. Before they get here, I'll be playing some 2K. While they're here, obviously, I won't be around at all. Enjoy the hockey game with you guys. I'll be watching with my son. I'll be on the YouTube. I'll be watching with my YouTube, and I'll just have it on my person. I'll watch it along with you guys. Comment. Let you guys know my thoughts. Sorry I wasn't able to do any talking during the game that I was at for the Blues. It was all about my son, and I didn't want to take any attention away from him and his birthday, which was amazing, by the way. He loved it. He had my hat ready. You're missing one. You're missing one. And I wouldn't even call it an ex-Oiler, per se. I think you're missing one. I think you might have nailed it all, but I think you might be missing one. I could be wrong, though. Everly, Yamamoto, Larson, Schultz. Shore. Devin Shore, still in the organization, still plays for the team. But yes, Devin Shore. Alright, folks. Pick my head up. Yes, welcome everybody. You guys are all amazing. We do have a lot of good things in the works as soon as we have the downtime to get them working for you guys, like prompts and gifts and special things like that that come with being partnered. We just got to figure out how to do that and make it work for everybody. Test the Oilers goalie, this person says. Attack. A little bit of a lull.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm leaving you with the whiny brat.
I don't want him.
Well, it's either you get him or he's super whiny upstairs.
Ooh, shoot. I don't have room anywhere. Just plug it in on the wall over there, up there.
No,
Go,
the other
yep.
room right here.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, exactly, Lubo. Not so after dark today. It's more like Oilers in the afternoon. Although some good things still happen in the afternoon if you know the right people. Hi. Speaking of which, you have yourself a good day. We'll see you when you get back. Be safe.
I will. No, Lucia's already downstairs with Daddy.
Oh no, did I delete it? Oh no. No way I didn't. Oh, I think I deleted it. I did. I gotta fix it. Fix it! Stu's got a coffee filter. I mean,
A grind for Edmonton to get to where they
Gene's
are
got a
today.
coffee filter.
win
That's kind of
or a
an
tie.
interesting
They find
situation.
themselves second in the Pacific Division, and then they will have to wait and see what happens.
If you guys don't know the news today, based out of Vancouver, Pettersson has signed an 8-year, $11.5 million deal. To me, that's a little steep, but hey, they got their guy signed up long term. That's all that matters, getting your guy signed long term. Didn't let him go to free agency, which was smart on them. Eddie Olczyk and John Forsland. 5-2 Oilers. Aight. Mushu, please shut up.
And company against the Kraken.
Rogers Oilers Hockey on Sportsnet. Brought to you by Rogers. Catch.
Yeah, you're the resident Vancouver guy. You would know, like you said in our private chats, if he gets his size and puts on some muscle and uses his body, that's a steal of a deal. But if he is what he is right now, I don't know. 5-2 Oilers. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I'm on the 5-2 gravy train. Get in the lane, stay in the lane, fill the lane. JT Brown, Eddie Olczyk, and John Forsland have you covered on the Seattle side. Gene Principe, I believe it is Jack Michaels and Louis DeBrusque, have you covered on the Oilers side.
Trying to get in the playoff picture, the Oilers holding on to their position. Here's Chet Buchanan.
For those that are willing and able, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of O Canada and the Star-Spangled Banner. Joining us today is a service member who joined the United States Marine Corps in 2019. He currently serves as the maintenance chief for Marine Corps Security Force Battalion Bangor. Please welcome Sergeant Nathan Zamora.
Absolutely, he has been on fire.
Singing O Canada and the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome our anthem singer, Tommy Burton.
Tommy Burton with the national anthems.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise up, true north strong.
Too much tempo, too much pace. Slow. Slow it down. Play it to the trumpets. Pretend there's trumpets in your ear and play it to the trumpets. The Seattle broadcast is calling Gensel and Grubauer, the German gentleman. Gensel, Grubauer, and Draisaitl, the German gentleman. I like it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Damn!
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Yeah, the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home and the brave.
I am not sure what to think about that, folks. Good Lord. Lordy, lordy, lordy.
Edmonton Oilers, as Gene talked about, stand poised with an opportunity to be where they haven't been all year long, as high as second place in the Pacific Division. They'll look to do it behind that man, Stuart Skinner. He's
Stuart Skinner.
his last two starts, and he stopped 70 of them. Back-to-back wins over Los Angeles and St. Louis. He has been superb, and at the other end,
Hey,
coming
Stephanie,
off a
how
third
are
injury,
you?
that man, Philip Grubauer, a shutout of Pittsburgh on Thursday, his fourth straight win. He's played to a save percentage.
Yeah,
of
Stephanie, that was terrible.
97 over that stretch.
You're bang on saying that was terrible.
With a Kraken looking for an elusive victory over the Edmonton Oilers, who've won 5 in a row. Part of the reason, Zach Hyman, he had a hat trick in this building when they met in November. One of 3 wins Edmonton has managed back-to-back against Seattle Louis. Historically, it's been a very good matchup for the Oilers.
It has been, and they go to work, and that's the most important thing. The Seattle Kraken are 4 lines deep. They come at you in waves.
We are underway in the first period. Puck deep in the Seattle zone. Draisaitl up to Bouchard, over to Ekholm, shot. Just a tip, just wide in front. Back to Ekholm, shot. Save made by Grubauer. Looking.
McDavid's centering pass broken up. Today's starting runs brought to you by our friends at Scotiabank, believing there's a place for all Canadians in Canada's game. Edmonton got 4 goals in the first period the last time they were in this building, including the hat trick.
Not icing, says the official.
Of the natural variety. Laid ahead to Ty Cartier, who sends it in. Now, even though Edmonton has won its last 2, lately the Oilers have been coughing up that first goal, so they look for a better start this afternoon. And it's Nugent Hopkins working the puck free. A quick turnover.
Save made by Stu.
At Climate Pledge Arena, he had to be sharp, and he stones Yanni Gord. Swept around the boards by Cartier, taken by Evander Kane, and cleared.
Sir, you're going to see some of that.
Intercepted and shot in by the one-time Oiler Justin Schultz, and there are plenty.
Hey, Christo, how's it going? It's an earlier game for you.
Nurse off to Cody.
Hey, Dan, how are you doing?
That starts with Adam Larson, who's never missed a game in the history of the Seattle Kraken. They're 99, 99, and 25 all time. Heading for the net. And the lead, they're being
Good save by Stu, indeed. I don't know why I didn't transition. That was stuck on there for a while. Sorry, guys. I'll be better. I'm trying to do a little bit more with it, with doing a little less, if that makes sense.
Tried to tuck it inside. That was intercepted and cleared by Jared McCann. Vogel scored twice in their last meeting. That was in Edmonton, and the Oilers won by a score of 4-2. Draisaitl factored in all 4 goals on that particular evening. In fact, Louis, in Draisaitl, McDavid, and
A few games started just now.
scores against Seattle all time. So, when I say it's been a bad matchup for Seattle, that's
why
why.
they've had great success against the Kraken and why they want to try and turn that around here in Seattle. But, you know, early on, some great chances for Edmonton. And then this pass right here goes off the skate, gets picked off, and Yanni Gord has a nice long look at where he wants to try and place this.
There.
He looks that short side, and Stuart Skinner with a nice job to get over there, get down, make that save early on.
There, now you're set. You're set for the game now.
And steers it aside.
Yeah.
Well, remember, he
Oh,
had
yeah,
one of
that's
those
right.
early
Hey, let's
last
talk
time.
about it. How's
Made
it
a
going,
big
my
save
friend?
Early on, and the Oilers went out.
How is it going?
And cruised home for a 4-1 victory. Dylan
Shots are
Holloway
1-1. A piece bad giveaway there by
inside to clear.
Brown,
To Tuck.
but kind of figured smutch.
Another ex-Oiler on this
17:30 left to go in the first period. Nothing is your score.
Vince Dunn nearly gave it away. Yamamoto able to bail him out, and then it's Larson.
Speaking of March Madness, who pays attention to college basketball? This guy does. I miss the good old days when I traveled down south to watch the Final Four. Back when I had money.
But the traffic.
Yeah, it's a traffic jam, and not only do you have to win your games, you have to hope that other
Well, that's
teams
good.
lose. So it's
Getting
under
stuff
your
done on the weekend is always
control
key.
is your games. And
Oh, what a
Seattle
play.
right now, couple big wins over the
Unfortunately.
Boston Bruins and Pittsburgh Penguins, and it was by committee. A 2-0 shutout of Pittsburgh the other day.
So he's not going to call the trip, thus he's not going to call the high stick. Good no calls there, both ways. I appreciate it. Don't call one if you're not going to call the other. But if you're going to call one, you got to call the other. I appreciate that. I don't know who the officials are yet. I will put it down in my notebook and let you guys know. What a bad giveaway, though.
He would have loved to bury that one. Justin Schultz winds it around the boards. Jaden Schwartz, who's been mired in a slump, back to Yanni Gord, who was stopped early, and now he
Can't have bad giveaways like that.
Building speed over the line, trying to center. That was redirected. Draisaitl got it back and again tried to shovel it into heavy traffic, and it was broken up. Cartier with a slap pass off the feet of Colvin. Grabbed by Stuart Skinner. He'll reverse up the boards for Matthias Janmark. Guides one ahead for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who's been on a tear. Evander Kane, one-timer and a save.
Big save by Grubauer. Oh, yeah, great. Great. That's who I want to see as officials.
Stuart Skinner back in the defensive zone. Real active read to get out of the net and play that puck on a reversal to set that play in motion.
Big save, Stu!
Made by Skinner against Everly, who's been hot.
Stupendous!
At the outset, 6-2 lifetime against the Kraken.
Yeah, 3 really good chances against given up here by Edmonton early on. They're going to have to dial things in.
Nearly on his pocket pick by that lurking Jared McCann. That's what he does. Evander Kane rifles one ring wide and almost got Dave Haxtell on the Seattle bench.
Speed, right? And the Seattle Kraken want to forecheck aggressively, and they've done that and created some chances. Here's this play by Skinner I was talking about. He reads this really quickly, so he's out there actively early to play that puck around, and then the other way, it's a good one-timer by Janmark. Here's a beautiful play by Everly here as he kind of walks to the backhand, stopped, and then the high stick here catches. Schwartz catches Hyman up in the face as he clears that puck out of the zone. I think they deemed it a follow-through, even though it was kind of a punch through with the puck. He kind of came up a little bit.
That was not a follow-through, though. That was a high stick. Hey, Yuri, how's it going?
Bouchard and Ekholm, who returns the puck to him. Softly up to McLeod, bounces free to Ekholm. Playing his 797th game, Matthias Ekholm. Tireless worker. Lead pass, Everly. McCann churns his legs, frees it up for Matty Beniers, who has it stolen by Corey Perry.
Come on, Oilers. 2-2 are the shots. 14:33 left to go in the first period. Nothing is the score. Just looks like sloppy Pee-wee hockey right now. Both teams are kind of giving up chances. Both goalies so far are making the difference.
Across, Brian Dumoulin, the longtime Penguin.
That's what you like to see, though, right? He's on his game so far. That means we might have a good goalie battle here today.
Now CC drops it off, waiting. Draisaitl elects not to shoot, kicks it back for Hyman. Back down low, intercepted by Tanev. Front end of a
I can't stand Braden Tanev. At least your brother does something. Brandon Tanev's just a psychopath.
6 1/4 gone by. First period, Stuart Skinner. Sharp Berlin.
That's just my opinion. Oh, make sure I mute this because I don't want to. So yeah, that's just my opinion, 2 cents worth. I think Chris Tanev is the better Tanev. Better skill, better player, better human being. Brandon Tanev's just a psychopath. Well, I think Brandon Tanev has cups. Hey, Judah, how's it going?
Chris Knobloch looks on his team battling here in the first period. Not a bad start of giving up a few chances I'm sure he's not going to like early on, but the Kraken are a team to do that. You talked about this trio against the Seattle Kraken all time. Have the most points of anybody, 21, 17, and 16 respectively. And they're all playing together tonight, so look out. It's that line that's been dynamic when they are put together. And for the Seattle Kraken, obviously they're aware of the potency of that line and will try and do their best to shut them down.
Dave Axtell, Seattle Kraken, playing at home.
No, I have not, Judah.
Regulation
Tell me more.
losses in the last 15 at Climate Pledge, but Edmonton traditionally has been a different animal.
Oh, yes, I have. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
And yet,
Kid's a
Dave
beast.
Axtell enters this game as the longest tenured coach in the Pacific, despite those problems against this top unit for Edmonton. That's the kind of upheaval we've seen, not just in the Pacific, but it's a tough game in the National Hockey League. Schwartz again, Stuart Skinner a little too casual behind his own net. And Schwartz ultimately comes up with a puck short side, and Skinner makes another good save. And that's twice now the Kraken have gotten forecheckers in behind Skinner and nearly stripped him of the puck. Ekholm will shovel it inside.
13 minutes left to go in the first period. Nothing is the score. 3-3 are the shots. Oilers now on a break. Come on! Wrong guy to have the puck, though. Derek Ryan, Holloway, and Brown. Oh, that's not a line you want out there with that break.
Driving in left-hand side, Gord, who was stopped early by Skinner. Seattle's had a couple of good looks in the first 7.5 minutes. And as so often has been the case, they have had their problems head-to-head. This is an offside whistle against Edmonton.
Damn, that's good. That's a good fight.
Brought to you by James H. Brown Accident
Nothing
Injury
wrong with
Lawyers,
fighting in the
the
NHL.
heavy hitters in injury law.
Oh man, Desharnais and him in a fight would be good to see.
Yeah, Seattle's done this a couple times. Good point by you, Jackie. Was McCann the one time almost pickpocketed him, and then here you can see Schwartz gets on him aggressively. And a lot of times when the goaltender goes out to play a puck, teams will kind of sit back and try and pick apart where they think that puck's going to go. The Kraken are different. They attack it. And a couple of times they've made it difficult to make a clean play with that aggression.
I don't like the Seattle boards and glass though. It's way too flexible. It's not set in place right for Maya. And that's icing. Could have been called a holding on the Seattle player, Eberle. But
he's been very good.
let him play.
You look at the 2 goals against that were scored against them, and then after that he just buckled down.
If you guys are wondering why I don't have animosity towards the Seattle Kraken, they're not on our level. They're not on the Oilers level. They're barely on the level below us.
Louis a few nights ago, and he was.
I get really heated for rivalry games. Those are the games I get up for.
Stretch it into the overtime and allowed his team to stabilize and pull out a big victory.
Oilers 4-2 and 3-2 victories in their last 2 games.
That's awesome to hear, dude. No, that's really good to hear. Like, it's good that he doesn't just chuck knuckles and the opponent doesn't know about it. That's awesome to hear. What's up, Ryan? How are you, sir?
501 tonight. It was 500 last game against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Hopefully your Saturday is good.
Must have felt pretty good in that milestone for him, but he's a coach that really wants all 4 lines to play the same way, and he really does preach that. It's by committee, and if you watch the way this team backtracks, it's given Edmonton a little bit of trouble into the zone already. You're a little slow with that puck, looking to make a decision. There's going to be a forward right on you, pressuring you to make that play a little quicker than you want to for Edmonton.
Vegas.
In the offensive zone making plays.
Calgary is also not even on the level below us.
In their last 2 road games, then went 2-2-1 on the most recent 5-game homestand. Nurse defending against Eberle, went around the boards. Larson. It's done. It scored in his last 3 games before the shutout victory over Pittsburgh. Feeds the point. McCann's shot was blocked. Turning and dumping it back down low. Larson sliding down to one knee. Eberle. CC did not get out. Shovel on net. The save on McCann by Skinner. Eberle. Back to Yamamoto. Pulls up top. Justin Schultz. Wrist shot off the post. Back into Skinner's pads. And he's got it. We've got a penalty coming. Maybe against Nurse.
Power play for Seattle.
Line for the Kraken, and a couple turnovers for Edmonton once again really hinder their ability to come out of the zone cleanly. And Cody Ceci has this puck on his stick, and he tries to go up the wall and hits a shin pad, and therefore is kept alive. And this from Schultz is looked to redirect, and right there he's about to deflect that puck. You're going to see Darnell Nurse come down pretty aggressively on the left hand of Jared McCann, their top goal scorer.
Well, if you're going to do that, break his hand. That way he can't shoot. No, one day maybe Vancouver will be there. They're definitely getting there. They're definitely on the tier of the Oilers.
Skinner was there. Instead of flailing, overreacting to the sound of the post, he just let it come back into him, didn't, and just, you know what? Because if you overreact, you might kick it into your own net.
I wonder how fast the heartbeat gets going when you hear that ding off the post behind you for a goaltender. We'll have to ask him tomorrow, but he knew it, and you're right. Good poise by him to find the puck and make the save.
Clear by Ekholm. Seattle on the power play.
That's good to hear, though.
Nugent makes a play on the blue line, and that's offside.
Offside, Seattle. 1:42 left to go in the power play. 11:04 left in the first period. Not a ting is the score.
Streaky record for the Seattle through this stretch from November to now. You look at how they've gone up and down, up and down. When they're hot, they're really hot. When they're not, they're not. It's really been that kind of a season for Seattle.
Yeah, that's why Seattle isn't on the level of us. They're too inconsistent. Up and down streaky.
7 points out of that playoff spot. It's going to be the team that can kind of reel it in and play that consistent hockey that's going to get in.
26, 22, and 11. And really, it's been their problems in close games that have cost them dearly. They've lost 15 of them. Here's Ekholm trying to clear, knocked down by Justin Schultz. A give up to Bjorkstrand, back to Schultz, sent it across. Here's a shot Schwartz and a save made by Skinner. Rebound hammered up the glass, and that went off Schwartz and sailed out of play. Face-off will come outside the zone.
Another face-off for good penalty kill so far. Desharnais was like, fuck me, man. Let's go.
Blast this one off the glass, and give Schwartz credit, he got a piece of it. I thought it was no chance he was even going to get anything on that, but he does get a chunk of it.
I lost some weight. I didn't know I was fat. No, but I have lost some weight and put on some muscle. Funny thing is, I haven't really lost the weight. I've just trimmed down to more mass and muscle. But thank you for noticing. That's...
Goal and an assist. Factored in both against Pittsburgh, winning the face-off against Ryan McLeod at center. Dunn kicks it back to Wenberg, primarily a disher. The goal was his 9th of the year, and Ryan McLeod makes the play at the blue line, short-handed. It's McLeod and Fogle, 2-on-1. McLeod shot.
Oh, McLeod shot 8 feet wide. I've got it. At least the puck is deep in the Seattle zone on the power play. Mushu, shut your mouth before I throw you outside, please, and thank you. Hey, Northern Farm Girl, welcome. I need your mailing address, please and thank you, so I can send you something.
Off the skate of Tolvanen. McLeod finishing it out for Kulak and another clear, and now Fogle has a notion. McCann beat him to the spot. Vince Dunn ahead to Tolvanen, who can really shoot it, and he just snapped the stick of Ekholm, his one-time teammate in Nashville. Shoveled down low to Larson. Edmonton in a bit of trouble here, 5-on-3.5. Tolvanen shot, the save made by Stuart Skinner. Rebound Wenberg. Tolvanen. McCann in front. Dunn got a tip, but Skinner made the save, and Vinny Desharnais has the puck, and Edmonton's...
Good non-call there by a ref. Come on, Seattle player. Don't dive to try and get a call. Like, come on, man. You dive. You should automatically, as soon as you dive, arm goes up, embellishment, and a fine on top of that. Good Lord.
Scoreless 11 minutes in.
Solid penalty kill. Great goaltending by Stuart Skinner. A little extra there between Vince Dunn and Matthias.
Absolutely, man.
That works all the way to the end.
It's also on how you wear the weight too, right? Like, because when you're all fat or excess. No call on that high stick though, right, ref? Okay. Okay.
Gave it back to Larson. Up the right-hand side, Yanni Gord trying to power through Darnell Nurse. No chance. Shot by Larson, redirected wide. Hyman on the rebound.
Cross check, no call. All right, well, let them play. Remember, let both teams play though.
McDavid to the net, forced out wide by Larson. Read it well. Holloway took it away from Jordan Eberle. Slides out to McDavid, and then snapped back by Yanni Gord. 3-on-3 is Gord. Drops it to Eberle over the line. The trailer, Morgan, a shot wide. Rebound, Cartier. Skinner at the far post closed. Now it's Eberle looking for room. Getting hacked and whacked by Bouchard across. One time the rip and towed aside by Skinner against Jamie Alexiak. And now you've got Brett Kulak.
Sorry, Edmonton needs to take on some of that shot mentality.
Kane shot save. And it's spooned right wide of Brubauer. Kane heard you.
Yeah.
Here's
Rebounders there up for grabs.
Eberle. Alexiak.
What is this? Eberle line out there every 2 shifts? It seems like Eberle's already played 10 minutes of a 17-minute game.
Short side. A second whack.
I swear, they have one line that's out there every time.
Stellar in Seattle. 7:37 to go.
Well, that's not going to
In the
change.
first.
If you guys thought that us being partnered was going to change me, I'll be back though. Gotta let my dog go. Leon Draisaitl, the lovable German.
It was Leon that spent some time with them, chatting, signing autographs, I'm sure saying "Wie geht's?" hello in German, so it's fiery and friendly, Leon and Louis and Jack. I tend to like both of them.
I was going to say, Gene, he blended right in there. I kept looking for him. I couldn't find him. Darnell Nurse off the draw.
Yes. Hey, Charles, how's it going? Sorry I missed you if you came in when I was not here.
This time tugged free by CC. Area clear to Warren Fogle. And it's sent down deep. Back Lou and Gene on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Oilers Kraken for the fourth and final
7 minutes left to go in a very slow and sombering first period.
Jared McCann using a screen, centering pass.
Using an illegal pick, you mean?
Oilers missed out on an opportunity to clear. Vinny Dunn, shot, save made by goaltender Stuart Skinner. Harry, poised as can be, over to Fogle, and it's hoisted inside the Seattle line. That was well done by Fogle.
That's awesome.
Slot shot to the Seattle Kraken. That was a great
Go
disruption by
Celtics.
Fogle to get a stick in there at the right moment to not allow a clean shot from a dangerous position again.
Morgan whistles it up, holding it, negated by Matthias Ekholm.
And face off deep in the Oilers zone. Here. It's nice and warm in Iowa today.
Face off against Payne with
It's nice and wintry here in Edmonton. The snow has fallen and continues to fall.
Connor McDavid, 23 points in his last 9 games. Ekholm 6 assists in his last 7. And off the draw, McDavid saw Zach Hyman borrow in there, force it to center. Evan Bouchard hits McDavid. Leon Draisaitl inside, deflected away from Hyman, taken by Alexiak. Cross ice, that missed Jaden Schwartz, but no icing. Ekholm twist to Bouchard, outlet to McDavid. Ekholm moving up the ice to Draisaitl, and he'll backhand it in. Alexiak bottled up by McDavid and Hyman.
Jamie Alexiak, Penny Alexiak's older brother.
Last 6 games.
It's kind of scary and sad that she's more famous than you are.
Tried to throw it down low. Schwartz, a floater, knocked down by Draisaitl, sent back in by McDavid. Under pressure, Alexiak. Not a great matchup for him. McDavid drinked all over. Then again, who is a great matchup when you're matched up against Connor McDavid, the world's best player? Clear by Bjorkstrand, and Seattle.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, a little bit
We're not going to
support.
talk about that, eh, bud?
Big Alexiak in that situation there, but it was McDavid that poked that puck and actually had it on his stick.
We
Alexiak
definitely won't be talking about that.
Pinch him on the boards and wait for that reinforcement. It was the right play.
Because they're not winning today. It's going to be an Oilers win in overtime. No, I don't know. I think the Oilers are going to win. I just don't know if it's going to be blowout, close game.
Edmonton beat Seattle on home ice back in November. The Oilers trailed by 2 with 7 minutes to go in that game. Here's Janmark a shot.
Yanni Mark.
Grubauer, dangerous rebound flicked away.
Hawkins needs help. Janmark's on your line. We need help on that third line.
Years ago, scored 20. Couldn't duplicate it. Relatively quiet here in his first season back in his home state. Knocked away from Tatar. Shot from a point.
He was relatively quiet in Edmonton, too, so that's not really a shock nor surprise.
When he tried to tuck it inside, Kulak closed it
Come on, Kane, you got to pay attention to that.
Spinning and dealing. Open, Adam Larson. Back to Dunn. Back in. Blocked. Rebound. Dunn's got it back. Seattle, good pressure here. Larson, Cartier, dislodged in front, quick snap shot, backhander, and that's speared by Skinner. 10th save of the afternoon. 4 minutes to go in the first. Stuart Skinner having himself a day. Stopping. Jordan Everly.
Sunday on Sportsnet and
Weather update from the Bahamas.
Advil plus acetaminophen.
I don't want to hear about no weather update from the Bahamas. You make me want to be there is what you're doing. Absolutely, man. The fact that you guys find us is incredibly amazing. It's awesome. You guys are awesome people. Excuse me while I take a swig of my coffee. Oh, and I'm going to make you look at the logo. Look at the logo. Look at the logo. Isn't she a beautiful thing? She's a beautiful thing. I'm going to start chanting the Rough Riders fight song in a minute here if this game doesn't get more exciting. Yes, I do know the Rough Rider fight song.
Warburg, Alberta, certainly watching today's game, 90 kilometers outside of Edmonton. That's
awesome, Christo. That is awesome.
Pacific Division, the win against Pittsburgh, special to shut out Sidney Crosby and the Penguins, but also his game 500, 270.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you, guys. Like, I don't know if you guys watched the video of us being partnered, but without you people, we would not be doing this awesome stuff.
He does have good hair, though. You know what?
Yanni Gord,
Chris
shush.
He used to be an assistant under him in Philadelphia for a couple of years. His hair's on point, too. So,
I was going to say, those two...
Still outside, dum-dum. Yeah, bitch at the ref. Like, put your mouth guard back in your mouth and shut up.
There's definitely some similarities in both.
God, that drives you nuts on all players.
I also think that checklist might have been...
What is the point of having a mouth guard when it's hanging outside your face 95% of the time?
Shoots it in.
That goes for McDavid and Draisaitl, too. Oh, that's so annoying.
I can see Gene as he gets ready for bed, every night, reminding himself, tomorrow?
3:20 left to go in the first period. Nothing is the score. 10-6 the shots for Seattle, who are 0 for 1 on the power play. Oilers have yet to get one. Hyman almost plays alley-oops and puts it in the back of the net. Almost. Stay tuned. Hey, Wilner, how's it going?
Take on any terrain in a Can-Am Defender.
Oh, yes, all the goody cup drops that come with it. We got to just learn how to do it. A Philadelphia Flyers NHL fan. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We can't hate on the Flyers. The Broad Street Bullies.
You're out. Caught the fly puck.
40 goals for Hyman, third in the league, and the oldest to reach 40 for the first time in his career since Marty St. Louis back in 06-07. Jason Blake did it that year too. He was 33.
Yep, here easy.
Only 31. Leon Draisaitl gaining the line.
Shot, save, rebound, no good, go nowhere.
I don't mind that too. It's starting to look from distance a little bit here, Edmonton, as they've.
It worked for Steph Curry.
Offensive zone.
You got a point there, Wilner. It does work for Steph Curry very well.
You saw Hyman come down, try and use a screen. You saw Draisaitl now put one through. So a little bit more action. What it does, face off.
2:42 left to go in the first period. 9-7 shots for Seattle. 0-0 score.
Set up in the offensive zone. I think it's a great ploy. I think there was
Eric Lindros guy. That's awesome. Eric Lindros.
We're out of their zone pretty quickly.
Although how he screwed over Quebec, that's not cool, but hey, it helped out the Flyers. Oh, Flyers are definitely making the playoffs this year. I think who you see in the East right now is who you see in the East come April 15th. Ooh, Big David just looked. I almost ate that one. Lauren would have had to deal with my teeth again.
Right? So we talk about boxing all the time, and I look at these shots here from the flanks, from the points. You know, these are like jabs in boxing. You're setting it up with that big right hand. And that's exactly what that Bouchard shot did. It's a rebound, you funnel, you.
Well, I appreciate that, buddy. I really.
It's a one-time.
I appreciate that. West Edmonton Mall. Well, I was just there a couple days ago. Went to Galaxy Land Hotel. That's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. Please tell me they're not calling that. No, you're not calling that. No, ref. No, that's not a penalty. He fell over on his own two skates. No! Oh! Oilers are on the power play?
Yeah, starting to get real hot, and for Zach Hyman just.
Oh, but that's not a call. Hyman was leaning. That's not a call. If you let go earlier in the game, but you call that, what are you doing?
I don't like it that much either, to be honest. But
I can't get in the Facebook chat. I wish I could. Man, I know I'm missing out on things in the Facebook chat. For some reason, I am banned from joining any Facebook chats. It sucks, but Oilers lose the face-off, start the power play behind.
He's had a nice career. Nugent Hopkins just been overshadowed. McDavid.
Who shoots?
McDavid. Little spin. Dish back. Bouchard gives it right back to him. Bouchard.
Oh, somebody. Snapshot. No. Take your patented clapper. If a guy's standing 3 feet in front of you and wants to take a slap shot to the chin, then let him take the slap shot to the chin.
Skinner, knowing Brandon Tanev was hovering close by, with a quick handoff to Bouchard on to Draisaitl. Kicked it back.
For sure. I agree with you there, Lubo. It's about time we got one of those.
Nugent Hopkins guides back to Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins. Cross ice. Bouchard. One-timer.
There it is. That's what you like to see.
Left in the period. There's about a 14-second differential. For now, the top unit will stay on.
Good save by Grubauer here. Wasn't a whole lot in front of him. He's able to face it, but this blast from Bouchard did have a little screen up top by Yanni Gourde, who was able to find it with the glove, more importantly, hold on to it, but good movement by Edmonton on the power play to find that one-timer and get the puck to the net.
I have, Wilner. I have, and I like it. I like the fact that they're getting out of Crypto.com Arena. Or Cryptic.com Arena. Bouchard holds the zone.
Down low for Draisaitl. Oh, what a reverse pop on Will Morgan. He flattened him.
That should be a penalty, though. Like, Morgan falls over and trips the guy. That's a penalty.
David out to Bouchard. Walking that line.
If you're going to call anything.
Go. Low stitches. One-timer gloves.
Grubauer with a huge glove save. Hey, can't get mad at a goalie making saves like that. That's a great save by Grubauer.
56 seconds to go. Another draw coming.
Great reverse hit here by Draisaitl. He's so good at that. And Morgan's a big customer himself, solid player. And we've seen this before, and so has Philip Grubauer. He's seen this a few times, so he reads this perfectly. Great job by him to get around to the left-hand side of Hyman, find that pass. He's got to respect McDavid down Main Street. He can shoot at any time. But he threads it through to Draisaitl, and he was there with the glove.
Draisaitl wins the face-off too clean. So clean, they toss him out for winning it too clean.
So they've been on for a little more than a buck and a half.
Before 56 seconds as they add a couple seconds. I think that's why, Jack, for Chris Knobloch, he knows the period's running out. There's not going to be much time left over if they don't convert. Keep him out there.
Face off, won by Seattle. Tanev with a chance to clear, and he does. Lofting it.
Well, that's the period, folks. Pretty much.
45 seconds to go. Indeed, the top unit's going to stay on for the full 2 minutes if they need to. Draisaitl does not squeeze his way through. Wenberg able to clear. McDavid
22 seconds left to go on the power play. 33 seconds left to go in the period. Nothing is your score.
Seconds to go. Beautiful reverse spin. Pull up. Stolen by Tanev. What a read by Brandon Tanev. And now he'll wisely keep it on his stick. Didn't want to drill it down the ice. Back to Dunn. Clear down the right-hand board. So now pretty much do it for the period. That's great work by Brandon Tanev mentally as well as making the play physically.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite here. You can hear the crowd get a little noise there when he had made that defensive
Fan
play.
favorite, the guy's a psychopath. Well, that's it for the first period. I disagree, Wilner. I disagree with you saying that Rogers Place was the opposite. I have to call you out on that. It wasn't the opposite at all. Okay. So the reason why the owner of the Edmonton Oilers, Daryl Cates, asked for money from the government, specifically Alberta, was because it was going to be used for more than just hockey. It was going to be used for more than just what he wanted. And he said, if the city, the province want to use this facility, you're going to have to put some money in. Otherwise, it's going to be a one facility type thing. It is going to be the home to the Oilers and only the Oilers. And it is going to stay vacant and empty the rest of the year. That is why he told them, you pitch in the money, I will pay you back the money, which he did, plus some within 2 years of having the building built. Within 2 years of our building being built in Edmonton, he's paid back all the money. Here's the funny kick in the nuts, though. All the concessions are owned by the city. Daryl Cates doesn't get any profit from any of the concessions. So when you go to an Oilers game, or you go to an Oil King game, or you go to a concert, what you see is the price set by the city council. And I'm happy that Baller is able to have that kind of FU money to buy his own arena. That is awesome. That is awesome to hear, man. Like, I'm not downplaying it at all. That is great. If you have that kind of money, that is what you do with it. You buy yourself an arena. I mean, he saved a lot of money just renting to the Lakers, right? Or did he have to pay anything being in the LA Laker facility? Just a second. I think my wife is back from shopping. Not to jump on your bones, Wilner. Snack time. Oh, okay. So yeah, the Kings are owners, the basketball teams are renters, but that's still pretty cool. That's still pretty cool, though. You could save all that money. Gotta get the cheese. Gotta get the cheese in, man. Seattle police just hanging outside the Oilers locker room. It's okay to predict that. You know what? It's okay to say the Oilers are going to lose games. It's okay. I will never get mad at you. BW, remove him from our chats. He's no longer welcome. Man, cheese is amazing. It is such an underrated snack. And when you're at the gym 3 times a week, sometimes 4, oh man. You can't just go to the chips and the chocolate and like the goody good goods like you used to. Like, just kind of counterbalances itself, right? Kind of. Oh no, my pen is dying. It's dying. That's how predictable my writing is I can rewrite just by... No scoring in the first period. What does the second period bring? Oh. So, you know how people write their O's? Everybody writes the same letters the same way. I don't. I was talking about this with my my aunt the other day. Because I was writing notes with her. And I don't write my E's the same way every time. I don't write my O's the same way every time. Sometimes I'll start at the top and work down. And sometimes I'll go down and work up. Or I'll go counterclockwise. I'll go counterclockwise, clockwise. O's are just writing in general is foreign to me. Jimi Hendrix. That's a good statue. Although somebody spray painted it, that's not cool. Well, yeah, well, if I hadn't stock in Microsoft, I'd be rich too. Good for him, though. Like, good for him to invest and know what would hit. That guy definitely has fuck you money. I guess we should talk about the out-of-town scoreboards, eh? Because apparently there are other games going on in the world. I'm a patriot. I just don't care for other Canadian teams. Like, I'm a patriot when it comes to the things you're supposed to be patriotic about. Sports, I got my team, you got your team. We're going to hit each other and beat each other up when we play each other. That goes for all sports, not just hockey. Nothing after 1, Edmonton, Seattle. Rangers Maple Leafs start at 5. After 2 periods, Panthers 2, Red Wings nothing. The 4 o'clock game has Colorado and Nashville. Wild in St. Louis. Golden Knights are in Buffalo later tonight. Senators are in Philadelphia. Canadiens are playing the Lightning. Bruins are on Long Island. Blue Jackets in Chicago. The late games have Sharks in Dallas. The Penguins in Calgary. Make it a final. Winnipeg 5, Hurricanes 3. Oh no, it'll be fun. If Vancouver plays the Oilers in the playoffs, it'll be fun. But for that 4-game, 7-game series, I don't be friends with you. We are enemies. Not frenemies, we're enemies. Have you guys seen that meme that's gone around or video that's gone around? I apologize for the things that I said during Monopoly. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do for you, Lobo, after the playoffs. I apologize for the things I said during the playoffs. Please forgive me. Here's a cup of cocoa. But I'll be back. Oh yeah, hot dogs. Lunch. Allah, Allah, a lollipop. Ooh. Seattle Gumwall. Yeah, that's... Do you agree the 92-93 season was the best in the league history? Oh, 92-93. I'd say so. It was the year Montreal won the cup. Yeah, that was a good year. That was the last year before Gary Bettman took over and ruined hockey forever. I said what I said. I'll be back. Absolutely, we got to come on fire in the second period. No excuses. No excuses. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, it is time for the second period. It's underway. Oilers win the face-off. Wham, bam, thank you, bam.
A little bit later in the period, it was the big
My name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, leave a comment, let us know you're here, who you cheer for. If you don't cheer for the Oilers, that's okay. We don't hold a grudge unless you're a Vegas fan. And then we hold grudges until the depths of hell. I joke. I'm going to be realistic. They'll go 4-1-1. Actually, they're going to go 4-2.
Starting
Face off in the Oilers' zone.
went right to Yanni Gord and a quick shot off the draw, second effort, and Nurse was able to eat it up against Jaden Schwartz, who normally is very tough on Edmonton. 16 goals in 30 career games against the Oilers. Bulk of that damage, of course, inflicted when he was with St. Louis. Won a cup with the Blues in 2019. Here's Grubauer off a dump in. Janmark's going to knock it down. tuck it inside for Nugent Hopkins. Brushed away to Adam Larson by Vince Dunn. They'll receive the return pass and angle one up the boards for Bjorkstrand. Nugent Hopkins kicked it back to Darnell Nurse. Reminder, front end of the back-to-back for Edmonton.
Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm just eating a quick lunch here. I may turn my camera off for this because it might get messy.
Also in action tonight. They're in Calgary, so both will be on the second of the back-to-back. It'll be the fifth such scenario for Edmonton this year. They won the first two, they lost the next two. Lead pass up the right-hand side, Zach Hyman. Trying to burrow his way in on Jamie Alexiak. Unsuccessful in that endeavor. Borgen to Eberle for Seattle. Jared McInnes. Alexiak wide open. And
that would have been offside anyway. Here come the Oilers. Here comes McDavid.
Great play by Borgen to go belly down.
Good play by Borgen.
With a turnover. Might have gotten away with a trip on Hyman.
Got away with a trip on Hyman. That's okay. That's okay to get away with stuff. But remember, it's got to go both ways. If you're going to let one team fuck around and find out, you got to let the other team fuck around a little bit too. Take care, Danny. It's always nice seeing you. Yes, tomorrow's game is going to be a late one, but it is Sunday, and BW, guys, BW will have you guys covered in tomorrow's game.
Yanni Gord. He was left and then shot back across his body wide. And of course, think about how Seattle made the playoffs last year.
A home game against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Offensively, guys that we don't think of. Alexiak among them. Cartier whiffed. Dumoulin. The Schultz a shot. Save Skinner.
Big save Skinner again.
Section and cover that one just.
I don't like Johnny Gordon the way he's whining and complaining, but yet he's in there cross-checking and spearing guys in the back of the leg. And then when they hit you back, you cry about it? Like, dude, stop being a pussy. I'm sorry, but if you're going to go in there hitting people after the whistle, expect to get hit back. This isn't mites or Timbits. Thoughts on Washington? I understand it. I understand it, Race. I get it. I know why they did it. I don't like it personally, but I get it. I understand it.
Gorgeous afternoon in Seattle. Great vibe coming in. Louis, I don't think we get a warmer welcome around the league.
If you guys don't know, Kuznetsov is dealing with some personal stuff in his life and hasn't really played this year. Washington has finally said, you know what, enough's enough. Washington's finally said enough's enough. You know, like, if you don't want to play, let us know. We'll put you on waivers and team can claim you. Problem with that is he's making a lot of fracking money. And a lot of teams don't have that money to just pick him up off waivers. So he's going to go unclaimed. Personally, I believe he's going to go unclaimed.
And again, like we said, a team that's on the outside looking in, but has their eyes again on the prize. Last year was their first taste of playoff hockey, and they want more.
How about what happened in Raleigh?
That's just it, BW. Hit that nail on the head there. If they were in the playoffs, you wouldn't be hearing about any of this shit. That's a hand pass, unfortunately. That's the thing about winning and being in the playoffs. You don't hear about all the bad stuff that goes on in locker rooms. Like this guy cheated on this guy's wife, and these guys had a foursome together, and all that jazz.
This season, he scored 7 straight 20-goal seasons in Calgary. Started his career, had some injury problems, but that was a good pickup, I thought. Yeah, that was a good pickup by the Winnipeg Jets, and it's a team you have to keep your eye on. But that was a mega comeback. I mean, down 3-0 going into the third, and they scored 5 unanswered. And that's Carolina.
If Pittsburgh trades Gensel to anybody, and he goes on instant LTIR, Pittsburgh should be fined, and the team that trades for him should be fined, knowing that he should be on LTIR. I'm sorry if that offends you, but yes, both teams that make a trade for Gensel right now, knowing that he's going straight to LTIR. So basically, you're going to trade for Gensel. The second you get Gensel, he's LTIR. Now you got room to make another trade. I don't like it.
All that traffic in front, every single one of those shots, there was somebody in front of him.
And then he's back in playoffs. So not only are you back in playoffs, but the player that you traded to get is back in playoffs. It's just cheating on cheating. Any team that does it should absolutely be investigated. Shame on Pittsburgh for letting it happen, though. Just my 2 cents. Like, I get he's legitimately hurt, but enough is enough. Nope, they're not going to go. They don't need one. Hyman almost got a backdoor beauty, but sent it high and wide.
Reverses to Vince Dunn. Right-hand side, hacked at by Tolman and not out. Donald go up the middle. Ty Cartier made his debut in the playoffs. He'll lob it in. Tolman.
Man, Seattle, what are we playing the LA Kings? You guys are diving all over the ice trying to draw calls. God damn. McDavid shoots. Wow, that's a new thing.
Bouchard back defensively, forced him into the corner. That was well played by Evan Bouchard. And it dies behind the net.
We got 14 minutes left to go in a scoreless game. 13-12 is the shots for the Seattle Kraken. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play. Both had a power play in the first period.
Backhands it up to Yanni Gord. And we're going to wave off icing again. Tannen.
No, he couldn't. He had to cheat his way to get onto Vegas.
Shielding him from the puck. Drives some to McDavid. Open ice for Ekholm. With Connor Brown will shoot it in. Edmonton late getting on here. Flicked back by Tatar to the on-rushing Tyler Yamamoto. Could not work his way through Vinny Desharnais. Dumoulin stepped up, held the...
What are you confused by, Darwin?
Brandon Tannen, 6.5 going by, period 2. Still no score in the hockey.
You're gonna see him in an Oilers uniform, guys. You're gonna see Jack Campbell in the Oilers uniform again.
Here's Derek Ryan, fires, and that was blocked. Tyler Yamamoto able to pick it up.
Well, hi, Jack. How's it going?
Holloway went out to dinner last night. Here's Yamamoto.
They're watching every time they're on the ice together.
No, honestly, guys, you're gonna see Campbell play with the Oilers again. Big save by Stu. But you're also gonna see him traded. We're not gonna carry 3 goalies. Better hope Skinner. Just ask for help. We'll get you in there along the way. Oh, what a play. You got the easy part. You can just sit there and watch. You don't need to comment and do anything. You can just sit there and enjoy the game.
We've got no score, and Hyman just missing the open net.
Yeah, no, that's the king. That's the kicker, eh? Like that's the kicker for him. Lose to your former team. No, I feel for you. Have a good day, Darwin. Have a good day, Jack. We still got no score coming up on the halfway mark of the second period. This might be an afternoon fickle-fackle type of game. Hopefully he wasn't angry at any of us. Like that, I definitely want to help people that don't know how YouTube works. You don't want Rodrigue to play in the NHL. I said this at the beginning of the year, and I'm saying this now. If Olivier Rodrigue comes up to play with the Oilers, unless there's massive injuries on the back end, the season was a lost season. He's not NHL ready. Give him another year. Give him this year and a bit of next year to hone his craft. Then call him up, and you're going to have a Stuart Skinner Rodrigue. Good young tandem. We forget that Skinner's only 25 years old. A 25-year-old starting goalie. How many in the NHL under 25 are starting goalies right now in the playoffs?
McCann by far the team leader with 25. The next highest goal scorer for Seattle's Bjorkstrand with 15. Cody Ceci bearing down for an upcoming face-off to Skinner's left, and it's a draw one by Windberg. Shot Larson, blocked by McLeod. Lunges after the rebound. Jaden Schwartz is on it. Turn McLeod into a pretzel, ducked behind the net, tried to go inside to Dunn, and a great read by Corey Perry to make the steal for Edmonton. Give way to Ceci, and he'll weave his way through traffic before giving way to Darnell Nurse.
He is a really good goalie coach. Look what he's done for Jack Campbell. Like, honestly, look what he's done for Jack Campbell.
There's one assist in his last 15. Return pass, Corey Perry. McLeod back around to Cody Ceci. It's one of these teams who can break
off the post.
Ceci nicked the goal post. That post has been kissed twice today. The other time by Justin Schultz in the first period against Skinner.
Good example right there. Corey Perry does what he does best, goes to the net. And that distraction in front of Grubauer, he never saw that shot from Ceci. He doesn't have to be a cannon, just has to get there, have eyes, and that one did right to the ball.
Ceci. Bouchard up the right-hand side. Dumoulin first.
Absolutely. I agree with you, buddy.
Riding him into the boards, forces the turnover.
I agree with you, man.
Pinned in deep. We come up on the midway point of this contest.
We can't expect Skinner to come in and be Patrick Waugh or even Cam Ward. He is his own goalie. And he's going to be good. We just got to let him grow. Let him get there. He's already halfway to me.
And now Justin Schultz.
I like that, a fundamental coach. You need that as a goalie coach, fundamentals.
Pulls up. Everly lets it go through. Dumoulin on his back. And had a notion. Didn't pull the trigger. Now McCann. He loves to shoot. Everly tucked it out front, and I went off the leg right to Janmark. Janmark to Evander Kane. Dragu. And the rebound slid right through that goal. Grubauer.
Good stick lift there by that forward coming back. Good stick lift by the Seattle forward.
By Kane. He kind of sold the fact that he was going to maybe pass this puck across. Toe drag against a heavy shot in tight.
Huge stick lift by the forward.
MIC is a proud partner and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice.
Nice transitional play here. It's the speedy Janmark through the middle of the ice. As he drives to the center, it opens up.
Oh, sorry, that was Alexiak. Or was that Larson?
Tries to take away the pass, but nice toe drag.
8 and 6 look the same on all these jerseys.
Get it into position in the pocket and take that shot. And you can hear the thud up here, Jack.
Well said, Renegade. Exactly that. He wasn't even supposed to be a starter this year. But here we are.
Understand that Alexiak was down. The big man tried to take it away, and then just toe drag. Oops.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
An opportunity to slide this back door for a tap in on the second take, but the aggression of McCann coming back kind of forces him to get that shot away pretty quick.
You saw that graphic. Kane has owned the Kraken. We mentioned the natural hat trick that bailed Edmonton out back in November on home ice.
Yep, we all remember that. I threw my hat that game. Overtime winner. Scores! Leon Draisaitl! Unfortunately, McDavid got taken out on the far end of the ice with no call. Holy Holy crap. And this is where it gets different, guys. This is where you're going to see a really big change of the stream.
But he was the one that threaded this through, and it was a broken play off the skate. But it goes to the right man for Edmonton, not the wrong guy for the Seattle Kraken, McDavid. So passes it, and then afterwards kind of gets tangled up and stumbles. And as he tries to correct himself into the boards, a little shaken up, looks nowhere for where though. But a beautiful heads-up play, and guess who? Leon Draisaitl, as you mentioned, gets to that spot. He kind of lingers on that right side, presents the target, and isn't going to miss that gaping net for a 1-0 lead.
No more music, guys. No more music. I can't chance it right now not having this video up for everyone to see.
He does have that awareness of when he needs to get it there quickly and when he has time to put it into open net. He saw a gaping net, and he just put it in the net.
Connor McDavid. He came in.
What an elbow by 90.
Plus assists. Only Gretzky in the history of the league has more than 6 straight multi-assist games. He had 8 back in '84. Well, McDavid gets on the board. That's a point in 10 straight, 24 points over that stretch. And point number 95 on the season for Connor McDavid. 30 goals for Draisaitl, 95 points for McDavid, and Edmonton's on top 1-0. Vogel just missed Derek Ryan. That'll turn into icing because Larson had a...
He just fell. Okay, I didn't know. Thank you for correcting that. My bad on that. I apologize. I'm always on the refs right now.
Face off against pain with anthems.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for that.
Pain 2 ways for fast.
He fell on his own 2 feet. What a clumsy buffoon. No, shut.
First time in 6
What a giraffe.
Got the first goal.
Learn to
The
skate.
third time in their last 12.
Thank you for having me held accountable with checks and balances.
Themselves in the game since the All-Star break.
I just saw the Seattle replay. It was a bit of like a trip, but yeah, he mostly fell, absolutely.
CC up the right-hand side. Dumoulin.
Take the hit to make the play, right? 8:55 left to go. Thank you for keeping me accountable. Checks and balances, everybody. Guys, honestly, if you guys hear me F up at all in this chat, let me know. I don't get mad at you. I will not get mad at you at all for keeping me in line.
It's been a season-long battle in the Pacific Division, Jack. We've talked.
I'm human. I'm allowed to make one mistake a stream. Only one, though.
Entering tonight, 1 point back.
Oh, I kid.
3 points.
Wow, if they win this game, we are in second place in the Pacific Division.
Earlier second in the league.
Draisaitl looking for McDavid. Taken away.
Well, I mean, essentially, since the, whatever it was, 11-0-1 start for Vegas, I mean, the Golden Knights have been a 500 team for the last...
Yes, Golden Knights have not been good, guys. I'm not worried about them. They might actually worry. They might become a wild card if they keep playing this way.
So that'll be a welcome addition back into the lineup. But you know, when you go all the way to the Cup and you win the Stanley Cup, there's going to be some bruises along the way. And I think there's a little...
Shut up, Louis. There's no bruises along the way for Vegas. Like, fuck, they cheated to get the Cup last year, man. They're doing it again this year. Stop talking like Vegas was the greatest team last year that didn't cheat to win. Good God. I'm sorry, guys. Like, when Louis protects Vegas, it just irks me. Hey, there you go. That's a good look. I like that stat. Let's just get another one here. Insurance. Or esurance, as they say in the South. Don't ask me why they say it differently. It's just the way it is. Anybody from the southern states, can you tell me why it's esurance back there instead of insurance?
Jordan Everly. Veneers. Everly lets it go through this time. Adam Larson. Tolvanen.
Seattle's a good forechecking team. I will give them that.
Back to center. Brown.
Come on, Brown.
Gives it up for Derek Ryan and back behind. It's done.
6:52 left to go in the second period. 16-14 shots for the Oilers. 1-0 is the score for the Oilers.
Tolvanen finishes his check. Now it's Ty Karchiak. Got got 8 goals on the year for the Kraken.
Ty Kirche. Why would CC put it back in the scrum?
Loses the battle to Janmark. Chip off the boards. Rolling puck. Kane to the net. Denied by Grubauer. Andrew Kane has that extra gear, especially when
Yeah, he does.
down a loose puck.
He's got that womp speed.
Second period,
Womp womp.
By Nugent Hopkins. Curled it back. Kane backdoor. That time he looked for the open man, Janmark.
Kane was looking for Janmark, could not find him. Oilers are buzzing. This is something good to see.
that gets through again.
Who's paying attention to spring training?
Oilers rattled off the last
Yeah.
handful of scoring chances.
Yeah, Grubauer is definitely playing very, very well. That's why it upsets me that the German team won't be part of
Canceled out, got it back.
the 4-team or
Jaden Schwartz ahead.
even an European team, because Grubauer would be #1 starter on that team. He's such a good, underrated goalie. I just like German goalies.
Back to Perry to the net. And that stayed out, but Corey
Power play coming up for the Oilers. Can't be upset about that. Perry almost got another one, though.
back to Perry.
Bouchard waiting for McDavid. McDavid at the tops. McDavid to McLeod. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid to Perry. Perry to McDavid. Oh, that would have been sexy. That would have been sexy, and you know it.
In effect.
You can't be mad at that.
Warren Fogle.
That's just Corey Perry being Corey Perry, man. Oh, Malone. In case you guys don't know, I do follow a lot of German hockey, especially the young ones. The CHL players, the guys coming up. They have a crop of good young defensemen coming up in Germany. Keep an eye on these people. Like, keep an eye on the young German defensemen coming up. They are big. They are bad. Like, they are out to hurt you with every shift. They aren't small two-way defensemen. They are shut down, beat you up when you get close to my goalie defenseman. And I think the Oilers would do well to draft one of them, to be honest with you. Darnell Nurse got the first penalty, 25 for slashing. At 8:38 of the first period. McDavid got the lone assist on that goal scored by Draisaitl at 10:12 of the second period. An even strength goal. Oliver Bjorkstrand for slashing. Oilers on their second power play of the game. 0 for 1 so far. I was just talking about this chick in the pregame. If you guys missed the pregame, this girl made a Lego of Climate Pledge, what the arena looks like inside. The home locker room, the away locker room, the ice. Just amazing. It is amazing.
Good job on the pregnant pause there. And a neutral zone face-off upcoming for the Edmonton Oilers, who are on the power play. And really, there's some importance here for Seattle, because all of a sudden, after a dead-even game, you could see Edmonton separate if you don't get this one killed off.
Yep, very important part of this hockey game. And
Yes.
Club at the line, but
Yes, they did, Renegade.
side, the face-off one.
I'm just saying.
All the way down, though, so Draisaitl picks it up. But yes, key for Edmonton, too, to try and capitalize on the momentum.
Here's McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. Steered to Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard, 6 goals on the power play this year. McDavid. Draisaitl tried to feather it through. Forked wide by Hyman. McDavid one-handed.
Because I missed the goal light, apparently my daughter said I missed the light. There you go.
Wenberg had a say in that. McDavid will collect.
Hey, Carol, how's it going?
Period 2. Oilers Oilers have gotten the first goal. Draisaitl fell down, lead pass out of the reach of Jared McCann.
This afternoon game's got me all
There may
puzzled.
have been a shorthanded look. Skinner calmly off to Bouchard. Not a great start to this Edmonton power play.
Oh, sloppy power play.
Locating McDavid.
I disagree with you, BW. I don't agree with that assessment, but it is what it is.
Agent Hopkins gets
He hasn't tailed off, and it wasn't because of his connection with Draisaitl.
Bouchard a one-timer to save.
It's because he's actually a really good defenseman.
McDavid trying to go down low to Draisaitl. Kept alive by McDavid at the line.
He's having a hard time adjusting to North American hockey for sure.
Out wide, and Skinner helped force that puck into the corner. But Yanni Gord with excellent work shorthanded.
Hey, Edmonton Oilers are good. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. 1-0 Edmonton. 3:20 left to go in the second period. On the power play for another 10 seconds. If they don't score here, they're 0 for 2.
Draisaitl wasn't quite off the ice. Here's a shot by Nurse, deflected away by Grubauer.
And they don't score. 0 for 2 on the power play are the Oilers.
3 minutes to go. Oilers fail to extend their lead. Corey Perry. Fogle in on the forecheck. Perry!
Perry looking good. Oh, Kane, have your stick on the ice.
Evander Kane. Soft.
No, absolutely. It is definitely different.
Nurse.
Because the ice is different over in Europe. They play with bigger ice.
Corey Perry.
And I wish the NHL would adopt the bigger
Hit
ice.
the top of the board, stayed in. Kane to Corey Perry. Shot off the side of the net.
She's awake!
Kane and Perry both active in this second period. Noticeable 5-on-5.
Just make the ice wider. That's what it is. It's just a bit wider. It's not longer. It's just wider. You have more time and space.
Tatar. Ryan McLeod hard up. Kane did not get
Oof.
out. Vince Dunn. Twisted across. Open man Tatar. Glove save Skinner. And he's got it. Again, Skinner. Flashing.
Dude!
Yanni Gord. Trying to go coast to coast. Skinner. Keeps Edmonton.
Yeah, no, it is definitely always weird when the Europeans come over to play. It's either they adjust really well. That's why I tell a lot of my European friends, have your kids come over when they're 15, 16. Play junior hockey over on North American ice. Sorry, guys, I gotta yell at my wife right now. That sounds like a very unhappy baby. Hello from Wallace, Nova Scotia. Hello, Roger. How are you? I agree with you. I agree, Lubo. The Stars here, in North America would thrive on the wider ice. Absolutely they would. And it would make the NHL games better, more competitive, even for the bad of bad teams. And it would actually let you see who can actually play defense and who's the clutch, grab, hold, hook by crook teams. I've always been in favor of wider ice. Also, second intermission, I got something to touch on, something that just came out recently about the the PWHL, and it's not a bad thing, actually. It's a really good thing. I kind of hope the NHL would adopt this, but I know they never will because, hey, they don't like change. Unless it makes them money, they don't like change. I'm Gary Bettman. I like money. Hello, Jenny. Big face-off win there by Seattle. Blocked by Desharnais. Just get it out. What a play. Oh, Gulak, no. Kulak, you got to stay on that board. You need to stay on that board. Give your defenseman the outlet. That giveaway is because Kulak was not where he was supposed to be.
His 30. Adam Larson looking at tie and drive off the skate of Kulak, and Holloway wastes no time in clearing back to the Seattle line.
Good temperatures.
Oilers will be home. Time to watch that matchup the team talked about. Pittsburgh, Calgary.
Oh, that puck almost flipped up on Stu.
7 points out of a playoff spot with 2 games in hand. Return pass to Everly, intercepted by McDavid after Skinner.
Yeah, you guys got that snow flood going on, though, in Nova Scotia. All that snow you guys got turned into flooding. 1 minute left in the second period. 1 minute remaining in the second period. 1-0 Edmonton, who are 0 for 2 on the power play. Seattle's 0 for 1 on the power play, but that's okay to be 0 for as long as you win the game.
Customer just kind of erased them along the boards, but he got
Hundreds of dollars. My wife went to Costco. Spent a lot of money.
Final half minute of period 2. McCann dropping it off for Will Borgen. A brief bobble, then a shot blocked by McDavid. Stung him. Yeah, he's paying a physical price today. Sent in deep by Evan Bouchard.
17 seconds. 16 seconds. 14, 12s, 11s, 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s.
Right in on that one, and that one there you saw McDavid as the centerman back in the middle and just paying the price to not allow that to get to his net with a 1-goal lead.
Well, Seattle will have to do what they've done only twice all year, and that's win a game when trailing after 40.
Powering your place. ATCO Energy, an official partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Just like that. I believe that is the case, Renegade. Both Broberg and Bourgault could be gone at the trade deadline. And I wouldn't, I don't want to speak ill will, but I wouldn't miss them. I just, because the player we're going to get back for that trade, I wouldn't miss them. It's mean to say, but it just... Thank you, sir. It's after 2 periods. Corey Perry. We'll see. I'm going to go take this back up to my wife. There, play with it a little bit. Hey Rose, how's it going? No, that's too much. That's too much for Dowd. That's too much for a third line player. No, and Reed could have become something, but the Oilers don't have time for him to develop. So what I was getting at, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you guys follow the PWHL at all. They have playoffs coming up. This is the fun fact about the PWHL. Playoff format. It's great, actually. The top 4 teams in the PWHL regular season will qualify for the playoffs. The selection process is, get this, the first team that is first place has 24 hours to pick who they want to play. 24 hours. So if you played first, if you placed first in your division, you get to pick the team you want to play. The first place team gets to pick the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th. Imagine that in the NHL. Imagine that in the NHL. You finished first in your conference. You got to choose who you wanted to play. You get to choose. I have a better matchup against the 7th place team. Imagine that. I have a better matchup against a team that's 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Who says no to that? Say you're Vancouver and you know you can mollywop the living daylights out of the Oilers 7 nights a week. Wouldn't you pick the Oilers to be your first round matchup? I don't know, man. That seems like a pretty good deal to me. Also, all series of best of 5, I don't like that. I do like the best of 7. Keep that as it is. But yeah, no, I like that format. I like their format of 3 points for a win. I like the fact that it's 3 points for a win, and when you score a shorthanded goal, power play over. I love that. You score a shorty, power play over, other team too bad, so sad. You don't think Campbell's going anywhere, Renegade? That's exactly it. That's why I think it would be so freaking epic. Imagine you're the Boston Bruins and you think, well, hey, we're the Boston Bruins. The Philadelphia Flyers made it and they're the 4th place team. I want to play them. And Philadelphia sweeps you in round 1 or vice versa. Like, how funny would that be? I'm all about it. I'm all about that drama. Let's go. NHL, let's wake up. Let's think of some new ways to get some excitement. No more of this play your division 3 times a year and then just have them play each other in playoffs where the best team in the playoffs gets knocked out in the 2nd round. Bullshit. Like, enough with this crap. Like, it's not even the best 2 teams that make it to the cup anymore. That is a lot of money, though. 11.6. Youchies. Yeah, there's a lot of speculation on Campbell. Rightfully so. He hasn't been good in the NHL. Who knows? He might come back gangbusters. But guys, you can't put the start of the season all on Campbell. The Oilers were hot garbage for the first month and a half. Their defense for the first month and a half couldn't stop anybody from breaking down the middle of the zone. Yes, you can put the onus on Campbell to make the saves, sure. But our defense was a hot mess. And our forwards didn't know what a back check was if you paid them to do it. Wait, they are paid to do it. Ooh. Oh, that sucks. Who's the Carolina 62 goalie? You don't. That's why you don't leave the net, man. That is why you don't leave the net. Good thing he didn't lose his helmet. Although with the whistle blowing if he lost his helmet. Juicy rebound for Monitor to put that one in. Whoa! What a tip. What a tip by Reinhart. Holy smokes. 4-0 Florida in the 3rd period. Leon not looking so lioness right now. Guys, my name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. If you're new here, absolutely hit that subscribe button. If you really want to, hit the like button on the video. Leave a comment if you want to. But if not, just sit back, relax, enjoy the show. The fireworks will be beginning in the 3rd period, as always. I agree with you, man. I'm tired of these goddamn loser points. Like, I was looking at it the other day. Looking at the standings the other day like I like to do. I'm a big fan of standings. And the Oilers are in 4th place in the league for regulation wins. That's insane to me. You take away all these loser points from these loser teams that go into overtime every freaking game, and they're nowhere near the Oilers as far as points. You could say, well, that's because the Oilers only lose in regulation, aren't good enough to get in overtime. Okay, you can make that argument. But for the love of all that is holy, the Oilers have 28 wins in regulation. That's better than Dallas, better than Nashville, better than Vegas, better than LA. Better than Boston, better than Tampa, better than Jersey, better than Toronto, better than Detroit. Those are all I don't get. I don't get it. Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you, Renegade. That hurts me. Because, yeah, if Rolston doesn't get hurt in 06, Cup comes to Edmonton. I'm not talking about Rowe. I'm just talking about RW. Regulation wins. Not regulation wins and overtime wins. That means nothing. Because, again, they're giving you the overtime. I'm talking straight up just regulation wins. F the overtime. To me, part of me says, you know what, you win a game in overtime, you get 1 point. You get 1 point. You get nothing for losing in overtime. You get 1 point for winning in overtime. You don't get 2 points. Why? What did you do? But yeah, Kiprusoff is a legend. I could tell you stories about Mika Kiprusoff that would make your jaw drop. That guy was... He was something else. You definitely knew when he was in a good mood and knew when he was in a bad mood. You knew when he had a good game. You knew when he had a bad game. In my younger days, I worked at the Saddle Dome as locker room janitor. Nothing to do with the team. I didn't work for the team. Didn't travel with the team. I was legitimately locker room janitor. Locker room janitor. That's what we called ourselves, the janitors. We go in there after the game is over, sometimes midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, when all the players have gone, all the team officials have gone, and we just clean up. We vacuum, we sweep, we wipe down walls, and get it ready for the next day. That was my job. Sometimes, though, I'm going to tell you what, some of the players were still there. Mika Kiprusoff was there on bad games that he had. He'd be there in the dark, sitting in his locker, fully clothed, still full pad, full helmet, everything, and just be sitting there talking to himself. Guy was a little bit of a nut job, but always polite, always courteous. Can't say the same for other players, but I won't throw those players under the bus because that's just bad mannerisms. I'm not that chick on TikTok going around, when I worked for this team, this happened during COVID, and then not name names. Shut up. Oh my goodness, we are after 1-0 Oilers. Nothing spectacular. They haven't outplayed Seattle by wide margins. They haven't dominated this game. They just played hockey. You know what, Renegade? That is very, very true. I wonder if the league agreed to Jelena's score the goal. Calgary would get the cup. I'm twofold on that. Let's say give Picard the game in Edmonton. Give him the game in Edmonton. Give him the Eastern Conference team. You want to beat Seattle. This is the game if you had to win one of two this weekend, this was the win. This is the one you want to win. If you lose the game tomorrow, oh well, it's not a 4-point game. This is the one you want to win. But going back to your salary, would have won the cup. The fact is, there was still 7 minutes on the clock for Calgary to score a goal to win the cup in Game 6. And then you had another Game 7 to score and win the cup then. If it would have happened with 1 minute left to go in regulation of Game 7, and then you lost in overtime, I understand the gripe. That is a gripe to have. But the fact that you had half a period and then a whole nother game to win, and you couldn't get it done, excuses are like assholes, man. But yeah, no, I agree. Calgary the rule was the rule back then, and they have changed the rule since then, which is good on the league to adapt a different rule. What do I think of the game so far? I think it's a bloody mess. I think it is a very matinee, sloppy-toppy hockey type game. This is one of those slugfests that the ice is slush, and whichever team has sharper skates is going to win. It's not to be mean to anybody on the ice. It's just that's what it feels like. It just feels like one of those games that we're going through the motions, and whatever team happens to score last will win. Thankfully for the Oilers, they got that 1-goal lead going into the third period. The best period for the Oilers by far this season. So that's working in their favor. But in all honesty, it hasn't been dull or boring, but it hasn't been enjoyable either. Yeah, you're right. Yep. No, absolutely. So, yeah. But that just makes my point even more valid. Yeah. See, I get that all mixed up. Yeah. Did that happen in Game 5? I thought that happened in Game 6. I thought that happened in Calgary in Game 6. No, absolutely. Yeah, I agree, Lubo. It is definitely an early start time, a rough game. Well, hey, and it's not like the Oilers are exuberating a lot of energy or emotion in this game. So that may help when they play Pittsburgh tomorrow. Because, guys, it is not like Pittsburgh is world beaters like they used to be. They ain't like they used to be. As people keep telling me this, they aren't your grandpa's Pittsburgh Penguins. I mean, they aren't your dad's Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, I love talking to my family and they talk about the Leafs. These Leafs aren't your grandpa's Leafs. No, they're not as good. They're better skill-wise, but not as good team-wise. I'll say that about the Leafs. They're better skill-wise than they used to be, but they're not team-wise better. Absolutely. I remember that as if it was yesterday, my friend. Fernando Pisani, Game 6 hero. Yeah, I'm a big Fernando Pisani fan. I've seen Fernando in Edmonton a few times. I've had good conversations with him. Pittsburgh After Dark. Oh, God. Oh, that's good stuff. Hey, Diane. How's it going? Hopefully you enjoying your day. Oh. Looks like the third period is almost getting ready. Oh, no, nitpick. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's okay. I'm with you on that wavelength. That would have been cool for him to play this game. But I think the emotions... In that same breath, I think the emotions would have got to him, and he might not have played very well. But on the other token of the same breath, the emotions might not have got to him, and he might have had the best game of his life. I haven't been able to watch SmackDown yet. I heard it was really good. Next time you see me, I'll be older. Congratulations on your birthday, man.
Once again,
What are you now, 27? 28?
Some good scoring chances for that line as we get a look at our stats after 40, brought to you by Safeway. The shot attempts essentially even the others, as you can see, and we highlighted Connor McDavid. One of the
No, Sundin didn't have any help on that team. It was Sundin and the cast. Yes, I do. My oldest son is turning, what, 21 on the 5th? Yeah, March 5th, my oldest son turned 21. February 28th, my youngest son turned 9. Don't ask. I got a 21-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 1.5-month-old. It's fun. Yeah, 20? Okay, 20. I did watch it. I thought it was tacky and a lot of crap. But I digress. It sounded like he was a whiny bitch, to be honest with you. It sounded a lot like he was just being a whiny baby. 20 minutes that he could have just said in 5.
This period brought to you by Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no payments, no interest for 1 year.
40-year-olds or 30-year-olds? Goddamn. Well, happy birthday to your wife as well, Lupo. That's awesome.
Coach Connor McDavid a decade ago in junior. You see the Oilers' prowess in the third for the season, but really since mid-December it's been even better than that in terms of their goal differential. Unreal. 50.
I love birthdays and saying happy birthday to people. It's congratulations to being born. I think it'll more than live up to the hype. I think it'll more than live up to the hype. Without The Rock on it, it'll be better. If The Rock really wanted to be part of WrestleMania, he should have done it last year. He should have got off the steroids quicker and got into fighting shape better last year, but he didn't. And now he's crying about it now. Well, cry about it, but you're the reason why WrestleMania 39 wasn't you and Roman. And it's not just me picking on an old 40-something-year-old man, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He was heavily on steroids and testosterone. He still is very heavy on T. How else do you think he looks better now than he did when he was in his 20s, 30s, in the prime of his life? Steroids is an amazing drug. Skate, Perry. No, you gotta shoot that. Perry, you need to shoot that. Oilers are way too passy. 17 and a half minutes left to go in the third period. 1-0 Edmonton. Yeah, you're right. He's 50 going on. He's in his 50 or 50s, yeah. But no, like I said, there's no way you're in better shape now than you were when you were 25, 30. Not without a lot of help.
It's the only good wedge I hit all day. At least I hit in front of you.
It was awesome, Dylan. Oh, man, it was such a great game. I had a Calgary Flame fan sitting behind me chirping the Oilers the entire game. And about halfway through the first period, I had enough. Like, he was like, oh, yeah, look at Bouchard, effing bum, and guys retarded, and this, that, and the other. And he's just swearing up a storm. And I got my 9-year-old son there. And I was like, dude, are you just going to sit behind us and chirp the entire game? Or are you actually going to be knowledgeable and shut up? And then I realized what jersey he was wearing, and I was like, that explains why you're not very smart. It's that red jersey you're wearing. Makes sense.
Good shift by this line again. You go out there, you just work away, and this puck bounced around. Good little whack by Brown, keeps it alive, and Holloway digging in that blue.
Yeah, so I turned around and I kind of gave him a what for in front of my son. just kind of like, dude, chill out. You're a Flames fan. Get a little bit of knowledge. Because that first goal that went on Skinner on the power play, he's like, Skinner should have had that. Shows you what Skinner good for defense. No goaltending in Edmonton. It's like, oh, dude, enough.
Is it in their heads at all?
Yeah, meant for you. Yeah. Another year older to death. Yeah. But that's what happens with everybody. Whether you're 2 years old or 42 years old, you're one year closer to the death's door. 74. Oh, he was born in 74? I don't know when he was born. I thought you were saying you were 74. I'm like, holy man. Congratulations on figuring out the internet. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry to the geriatric society that is in here. I have a lot of respect for the senior citizens. We all will be some one day. If we live long enough, we'll all be senior citizens. It's okay, BW. We still like you. We still appreciate the stuff that you do. Big save there by Skinner. We're down to 15 minutes left to go in the game. Like I said, I can chat whatever. What do you guys want to talk about? Because this game isn't really exciting. It's a lot of neutral zone fluff. And then I say that big save by Stu! Bad giveaway by the Oilers. But Stu! I totally forgot I haven't put the game on my screen. You guys just been seeing me talk. Let me know to transition the screen, guys. I'm until I get my screen in front of me, I gotta look to the side. Give you sideways, Matt. Other sideways, Matt. I feel like Edge and Christian. Now time for your 30-second photo op.
Better look than that, right down Main Street, between the hash marks, mano a mano. What a save by Skinner.
Jared McCann just believed.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good.
Punched over.
I'm not even a year and a bit older than my wife. I think I'm a year and a month. We're born relatively the same way, same age, which helps. Absolutely helps.
Disrupted. Yanni Gord ahead to Cartier. Put it off the boards. In front, Tolman. Cartier. Just missed again from the slot. Pushed it wide. Dumoulin.
Good play by Fogle there not to take a penalty.
He'll get it back from Fogle. He'll lead the rush with Corey Perry. McLeod hits the trailer.
Oh! Nurse just puts it off the outside of the net. We got 14 minutes left to go in the third period.
Digs it out. Ford angles a pass and it's shoveled out by Cartier.
They were on a diet. Oh my God! Oh, oh my God! That's why I'm with her, folks. She is.
He has the puck. Shoots it toward Tatar. Back to the point, handled by Larson. Across to Dunn. His shot. Skinner didn't see it, but it was wide. Larson shot blocked by Derek Ryan. Yamamoto.
Yeah, that's just it. It just looked so whatever. I'm just gonna take a muffin top shot. Holloway in stride. Come on, Holloway. Gives the puck away. Just put it down deep.
McDavid rushes over and forces Yamamoto to release the puck. James Schwartz followed up Kulak behind the net. Kulak, to his credit, fought back into the play and cleared for Driveside. On to Zach Hyman. Poke checked off the stick. Bjorkstrand. Schwartz kicked it back. One-time receiver.
I'll answer that question for you, Wilner, in a second. I have it pinned here. Wilner asked, are combines in general overrated, or do they tell you how good or bad a player is going to be? It's twofold for me. Combines give you an overall generalization of a player. Now, that being said, I don't know what jumping 20 feet in the air has to do with hockey. I guess your explosive leap. Scores! 2 by Leon! That was tipped in by Leon Draisaitl. Tell me that wasn't tipped in by Draisaitl. I'm going to give it to Kulak for now, but I may change it because I think Draisaitl tipped that.
Get a puck to the net. Great work down low, and this is a shift where possession was maintained. They didn't throw one out in the middle. A high-risk play. They maintained the pressure, and then this puck has eyes from the blue line. I thought Draisaitl got a piece of this, but he doesn't. He doesn't. Oh, yeah, he got a piece of that.
He got a piece! What did I tell you? It was Draisaitl's goal all the way all day. 2 for Draisaitl.
Really says anything when he comes back to the pile. Maybe he doesn't feel he got it. From that one look, it looked like it changed, but he points to Kulak and says, hey, it's your goal. I don't think he really cares.
Of course Draisaitl points to Kulak and says it's your goal. He doesn't want all the glory. I'm gonna give both.
Not throwing it away, eventually pays off with a shot that has eyes.
Give both of them. Give them both credit. 2-0 Edmonton. That's the insurance goal they needed.
Sure changed direction too. Pinballed off the post and in, and Seattle has to be discouraged.
Well, yeah, they controlled most of the play in the third period and got nothing for it. So to answer your question, yes, Wilner, the Combine does tell you what kind of skills a player can have, but it's also with that that player could also fudge the numbers in the Combine and not do as well. Or he could have a low look and do amazing and get picked in the top 10. That's why I'm glad scouts don't just look at Combine numbers. Oh! But he was hooked. You're up by 2, you're not going to get that call. Good question, though, Wilner. Very good question. I know the NFL Combine is very skewed and broken. Players honestly don't want to do it. Fogle gets dumped. Stay on your feet.
They've announced Draisaitl in the building. Louie and I thought he tipped it, but generally we're going to defer to the players on the ice. And Draisaitl seemed to suggest it was Kulak.
I think he wants to give it to Kulak. I don't know if it'll remain Kulak's goal, to be honest with you, because I thought on the first take you could see his big blade kind of tick a little bit as that puck went through. It certainly wasn't the defenseman on the play, Kraken, but it had eyes.
Uso, but build it. Yeah, build Usos up. Like, build that Uso up. Oh, that's icing. I was going to say we might go to commercial break, but that's icing. Next whistle, though, will be commercial break. And I'll be able to answer that question in a little bit more detail and a lot more focus. Did he touch it? He definitely touched it. Come on, Dry. You know you touched it. You know you touched it, Draisaitl. Man, you are such a fan of the people. You are such a good person. We're going to give it to Kulak. Oh, Ekholm almost makes it 3. So we're going to give that goal to Ek. Kulak? Okay. Oh, bad break. Bad break.
To Justin Schultz. To Tom. Against Zach Hyman. McDavid came over, won the battle, and allowed Hyman to chisel that one off the boards. Justin Schultz rushes it back.
The official NHL is giving it to Kulak.
And Edmonton's lead is 2. Tipped in by Yamamoto. Ekholm a sneaky pass to Bouchard. McDavid will retreat, drop it off, and change. And Bouchard will allow that line change to be completed as we go inside 9 minutes. And Seattle won't have the luxury of this rather passive forecheck much longer, Louis. They're going to have to take some chances.
Yeah, they're going to have to take chances, indeed.
So they were aggressive early in the second. They've kind of sat back a little bit, maybe deflated.
No, the NHL is giving it to Draisaitl, assisted by Kulak and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
And a stingy defensive Edmonton making some key plays at the right time.
Either way, Kulak's getting a point.
19 saves.
Do they take one away?
And Brett Kulak with his 3rd of the year, as Louis said.
I don't know what to think. Was it Dry? I think it was Draisaitl personally, so I'm going to put Draisaitl on my notes. So yes, the combine is very skewed, and I think that's why I'm glad they actually scout players for years and years to see what they can do, because you can have one bad night on the combine, and that could drop your draft stock immensely. Or you could have the best day of your life on the combine, where you can lift 210 pounds, jump up and hit that 35-inch vert, and just be amazing, and have a sub-4 40-yard dash. I'm going to have to wait till the end of the game for the official notes on that, though. But that is such a good question, Wilner. Everybody, keep asking me questions like that. Keep asking me questions like that. I love the questions like that. No, not every game can be a close one. Not every game can be an Oilers getting blown out and come back and win in the end. Sorry, haters, but it's not for you today. Tomorrow may be a different day. Pittsburgh may mollywop the Oilers tomorrow, and you can come in here and do your chirping and your chanting and rah, rah, Oilers suck. But today is not that day. It takes, but if you can, is the combine open to the public? Excuse me. If the combine is open to the public and it was ever in an area I was in, I would go to the combine. That is just cool to see.
It's kind of a weird road trip because they do go home, but it's a bit like a road game before they head out with 4 in a row on the road. Amazing, too, to think about playing Pittsburgh twice in a week, Louis and Jack, and of course squeeze in the trade deadline.
Logan Paul versus Randy Orton. Orton's going to mollywop Logan Paul. AJ Styles, LA Knight, another LA Knight victory. LA Knight needs a title.
And of course, you know, at one point the Oilers were 2-4 on the road. A win today, they'd be 17-12 for the season. And you play that kind of hockey away from home, coupled with 2 separate 8-game winning streaks on home ice, and you find yourself in position, Louis, to close this game out and take over second place in the Pacific.
Absolutely.
And even if Vegas should win, I mean, the Oilers would have games in hand, a better points percentage. Of course, you got to win those games in hand. Beniers wins the face-off from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. This one not put to rest.
You know what? You wouldn't get roasted because right now the NHL doesn't even know who scored. They still have Draisaitl assisted by Kulak and Hopkins.
Century Casino.
So if the NHL.com has that,
Century Casino. Great
I'm going to say it was
locations in
Draisaitl.
Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile Racetrack. Welcome to the Winner's Zone.
Should point out that at this point, Draisaitl's been credited with his 31st with assists from Kulak and Nugent-Hopkins. Louis and I are trusting that the players have got it right. Now, every once in a while...
Yes, Renegade, that is actually what I'm hearing as well. It's a tag team night 1, and then Roman loses the title. Hopkins is getting a penalty.
And like I said, this one is not yet put to rest.
8 minutes left to go in the third period. 2-0 Edmonton.
Poland's going to be the call. He got his stick kind of tangled in Wenberg there on the attempt to get this puck back. Right here kind of digs in, and as he knows his stick is caught, and Wenberg does the right thing. He kind of closes the arm down on the stick, turns into it. So Nugent-Hopkins kind of moves towards him to try and get that stick out. It just finally came out there.
Can't do it. Cannot do it.
Holding. I don't know if it was holding rather than hooking. No.
Janmark and Ryan out there with Ernst and Cece on an all-important penalty kill. Squirts loose. One-timer blasted off the post.
Wow, Oilers got lucky there. Got to win the face-off. Absolutely, BW. I'm with you. Say it's Kulak until they change it. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you everyone for being here and listening to my dumbass speak for what's going on 2.5 hours.
Tolman into Dunn. Open man is McCann. One-timer Dunn, and that rocket ended up high off the plexi taken by Yamamoto. Wenberg reverses. Tolman dragged it behind Connor Brown, then kicked it out for Vince Dunn. Tolman.
Yeah, that Jade Cargill situation, that's a tough one. Who do you put her up against? Rhea Ripley or
Tolvanen trades down low with Wenberg. Out to Vince.
Bailey or Io Sky?
Inside, one-timer Ripley.
That was just wide. Come on, Oilers. I know you're up by 2, but let's keep up by 2.
Tolvanen. Wenberg.
There you go, Nurse.
Not much of a shooter. 9 on the year. Did score against Pittsburgh on Thursday. Wenberg inside.
I agree with you there, BW. Finn should fight Damien and get the case for SummerSlam. Absolutely. That's what happens. Went off the defense and nothing Stewart can do there.
Might have gone off Nurse. And between
2-1, we got ourselves a hockey game, folks.
the man who'll get credit for this goal.
Had a couple good looks. The Yamamoto one from the slot was the best look. And then for Tolvanen here, he just knows Wenberg's in front. Create the distraction. He just wants to spread it through. That's who he's looking for. He's not intending to put this on the net. He's looking to put a right back door to Wenberg. It goes off the hand potentially there.
It happens, guys.
You can see Bernard
That's hockey.
down. He knows the read, goes off of him, and then finds its way through the wicket.
Eek.
Stuart Skinner almost impossible to close that up afterwards. So again, a victim of yourself trying to make a great defensive play, goes off yourself, so a little friendly fire, but the Seattle Kraken on the board and converting the power play.
Tatar misses.
Now you can't break now. You can bend, but don't break, Edmonton.
One back.
Don't let the next one in. You got to get the next one. 6:20 left to go in the third period. Shots are 20-20 apiece.
We'll get credit for the assist on Tolvanen's 15th of the year. And offside whistle against
Offside against Seattle. Hey. That was a very lucky goal, but sometimes the luck is with the Irish, and hey, you score those ones. Oh, now they've changed to Kulak, assisted by Hawkins and Draisaitl. All right. Oh, I keep forgetting this. My phone is not set up. Absolutely. Post both. Who cares? Who cares? You're going to upset somebody. If the Oilers win, nobody cares who got the goal. I don't think Draisaitl cares if he got his 31st or Kulak got his 3rd. Oilers scored. That's all we care about. Oilers scored. Seattle goal scored by number 20, assisted by 19 and 29. Oilers goal scorers, number 29, assisted by number 97. Their second goal scored by 27, assisted by 29, 93. If you understand it all. Absolutely, Wilner. I agree with you on that. This year, they're not doing that. They're not doing that this year. So I think you can rest them. Honestly, from here on out, the Oilers have made the playoffs. They've done their job. They've made the playoffs. Give Skinner as much rest as you can.
Then Philip Grubauer, 2-1 our score. Lead pass will turn into an icing call as Hyman could not get back and around the 6'7" Jamie Alexiak.
Well, there's the go-ahead goal scorer right here. Brett Kulak with a wrister knuckler with eyes. And You know, sometimes when you look up in the defenseman's perspective and you see people in front of the net, you just kind of throw it in there. And
they've changed it. Kulak from
Yes.
Nugent Hopkins and Draisaitl.
Yes. That is a resounding yes, Race. You find out what they want.
By Stuart Skinner. Rebound Wenberg. Out in front. Finstad.
Wouldn't hurt to ask, right?
Back around. One-timer. Bjorkstrand couldn't get it through. Another shot block for the Oilers.
good pass from the corner finding the slot. But there's been a lot of that.
McDavid from Draisaitl. Snapshot. Went through Grandfather.
Oh, that would have been hilarious that Bouchard bounced that in.
Tried to feather it back in front, but it stayed out. McDavid got it through him, and it trickled centimeters wide. Wow, that was close.
So often.
5 minutes remaining in the third period. Shots are 21 apiece. Score is 2-1 Edmonton. Seattle's 1 for 2 on the power play. Oilers are 0 for 2. Difference is even strength. The Oilers are the better team 5 on 5.
Would provide a bit of a depth
But not for the entire game. It's been a Seattle
at winning this hockey game.
clinic at times.
Didn't hit Jordan Eberle. They're not giving him the red line, and that's an icing call against Seattle as we get a look at that last opportunity.
RA.
He's kind of arguing a little bit about that one, but here it is here for McDavid. Just kind of holds up a little bit, gets done to kind of go down, and then zips this one through. He never really looked either. That's the great thing of some shot. But he never looks at Grubauer, allowing him to think that he's going to take the shot until he takes it.
And then Bouchard tried to
Got to get that face-off number up, though. 50%. 54% for Seattle. 45% for Edmonton. Got to get that face-off percentage up.
Protecting the puck.
Where's Michael Pekka when you need him?
Beneath the Seattle goal line, CC.
Where's Adam Oates when you need him?
Eberle took a peek, but Nurse
For all you old Oiler fans, you remember Adam Oates being an Oiler for all of 5 minutes.
Fogle in front. Once, twice, Janmark stopped by Grubauer. Open CC, red shot missed. Rebound Nurse trying to put it back in front. Talking about not many.
This is a good shift by the fourth line. Or second or third. I don't even know what this line is with Hawkins right now.
4 minutes to go. Justin
Because I see Fogle and I see Janmark and I don't think second line. But technically right now this is the second line. I like Perry and Kane on the third line. It makes the third line beefier.
sensing an opportunity to put their long time.
That's not icing. It tipped in. Derek Ryan touched it. 3-8.
Icing whistled against Edmonton.
Solid shift again, and this is just recoveries, battling for loose pucks, follow the bounce.
Great shift by the Oilers there.
By Janmark as he comes from behind the net. He has a couple good chops.
Is Cam Fowler a right side D-man? You can make him one.
Second one extends the right pad. Never really let
I don't think he plays
to allow Janmark to
right
slide
side,
it.
but you can make him one.
So a good job by Grubauer just to stand his ground as he knew he was kind of down in that position.
Let me go
And
check.
Janmark just buzzing around that net. But good recoveries, extending the pressure, create those chances.
Cam Fowler.
So Grubauer kind of pushing forward with his stick, making it that much more difficult.
He shoots left, but he plays on the left side. So no, he's a left side defenseman.
Right back in by Adam Larson. So 3:40 to go. The Oilers trying to close it out. Connor Brown will chip it in. Talked about Edmonton really good in close games this year. Ryan. Draisaitl wrap around.
That would have been amazing if that went in.
Ryan trying to go down low to Draisaitl. Broken up Draisaitl one-timer from a tough angle that missed. Echo. Brown. And Draisaitl gives it up for Evan Bouchard. Back to Draisaitl. Vince Dunn wins the battle against Connor Brown and calls one outside the zone. Oilers, 10 wins, just 5 losses in 1-goal games this year.
Shuffle up there. Sorry,
Yes.
a couple different players, Brown and Ryan. Now you have Nugent Hopkins with McDavid and Hyman. So just a little more security in the last few minutes of this game, just making sure they have centermen doing jobs. That was one of the better shifts for Draisaitl. Made a couple of great.
That's why you don't make friends.
Right in the back door.
If you don't want to see your friends traded, play better.
Loud, jammed off the boards and out by Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Here's Zach Hyman.
That's the way I see it. But I'm also one of those people in the back don't really matter.
Now, that'd be the game winner. McDavid. Desharnais.
If you don't want to see your fans traded, play better all year. Play full 82 games. Obviously, you're not going to win them all, but win 60 of them.
Minutes to play.
Win 70 of them.
Seattle, Fogle. Deflected by Borgen, and I believe
But I get what you're saying. You don't want,
Seattle's made a real
you don't want your friends
defense
traded,
traction,
right?
hold on to
I
the
absolutely
aggressive,
understand that.
closing, they're physical,
McDavid wants a penalty here on Seattle.
and it's been. He thinks that he got it right over the glass, and they're having a little discussion here. And he's saying that puck went right over the glass. I believe it was Borgen in the corner that just took a slash at it. And this is one of those situations too where, yeah, he's probably right. Could have been missed. Always said there should be a review for this. But here it is here. And in this battle, and again, the closing at it, here's Fogle that puts it in. And then as
Cam Fowler plays lefty, but can play right side if needed.
Tossed it out.
So that's a good
He
question.
was saying
Good
Beniers
question.
might have tossed it out with a stick. Doesn't matter. It wasn't called. And Vince Dunn over to Adam Larson. Now we got to keep an
more
eye
like
on
a
Grubauer.
deflection to me, but hard to tell on that tape.
1:40 to go. Grubauer to the bench.
2 minutes left to go in the third period. 2-1 Edmonton, empty net. Grubauer at the bench. Derek, Ryan, McLeod, and Fogle are on the ice for your forwards. CC and Nurse are your defense. I don't really like this forward group that's out there, but just stay home, Nurse. That's a hook. Go, Derek. Go, Brown. Go, Connor. Fuck you! Are you stupid? You didn't call it the other way. Why are you calling it there? That was Draisaitl, not Brown. But you didn't call it the other way. The player did the exact same thing the other way. What are you doing, ref?
Draisaitl right on him, and he just continues to drive the feed. And as Draisaitl grabs his left,
You don't call anything the entire fucking game, and you choose now to dictate what you want.
reached out the left hand. Now McCann did brush him off.
Fucking ridiculous.
The going over the top and grabbing it, I think, is where he gets called. And you're going to see right there as he reaches over top of the left arm of McCann, and he goes down relatively easy.
Fuck.
He's still at pretty high speed. His timeout's been called here to go over some plays in the final 53 seconds.
You've always told me once you turn the shoulder, you put yourself at risk of getting the call when
Oh,
you
yeah,
turn the
absolutely.
player's shoulder.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you, Race. If they're locked in and there's no chance of losing the playoffs, absolutely.
Catch every goal on Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. And by Molson. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it.
I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. Complete and utter bullshit. Guy hooks and slashes the other way. The stick is clearly in Fogle's freaking feet and his arm. But we can't call that a penalty because heaven forbid, that's game over.
It's essentially a two-man advantage.
Fucking refs, man.
Off the Skinner's right. Now the one thing is Edmonton can ice the puck at will. Everly, one-timer, Tolman saves Skinner. Rebound Nugent Hopkins. A lunging Yanmark will backhand it back towards center. Seattle's got a tag back.
Seattle has till the end of the game on the power play because why not?
Seattle won. Here's the final half minute. Ekholm around the boards. Tolman.
Just keep him to the outside.
Dunn gets it right back. McCann, the drive, block shot, high up on the glass. Ekholm couldn't clear. Tolman in 10 seconds. Dunn, Tolman in one-timer, saves Skinner. Rebound Everly, and knocked away McCann. Front of the net, covered by Desharnais. Centered in front.
Oilers win! Oilers win! They tried. Seattle, the refs tried. They tried. They tried. Sometimes the better team wins despite the luck.
Just laid down all 6-7 of himself to take away a lane. 2 great saves by Stuart Skinner. That last by told to the red.
I would love another crack at Chikrin, Renegade. Love another crack at Chikrin. Wow, would I ever love another crack at Chikrin. That would be awesome if we can get a track of Chikrin. Tough. Leon pointed at Kulak for sure. Dayhar and Ace on the ice. Wow. Bull what, Alex? That call was bull. I agree. Shenanigans. That's the game, folks. Oilers win. Oilers win. 2-1 final. Whoo. Let me relax a little bit. How's that working for the Pens? Not trading Malkin and Letang when they had value was a mistake, which is why we're going to have some lean years. Yeah, I agree, Wilner. Not trading Malkin and Letang when you had the chance will bite you guys in the butt. And then you went and got Carlson, which was not smart. When it happened, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I think I'm the only one when that trade happened that called it. I think I'm the only one when that trade happened said that was a bad trade. That was a bad pickup by Pittsburgh. You already have Letang as your number one power play guy and your offensive defenseman. What are you going to do with Carlson, who doesn't play defense? He's a power play specialist and a number one offensive defenseman. It didn't work when San Jose had both Burns and Carlson. It's not going to work with Pittsburgh. That was way too close. That was woof. Oof, Malone, holy shit. Shouldn't have it. But good on you, really. Good on you, Everly and Yamamoto, to know that this is the game they want to win. These are teammates that they're so friends with. They got stuff to prove, especially Yamamoto. Yamamoto has stuff to prove against the Oilers. Because in all seriousness, the Oilers gave up on Yamamoto. They did. The Oilers are like, yeah, you're not for us. Adios, amigos. I agree with you, Farm Girl. Skinner won this game. He absolutely did. Skinner absolutely won the game for them. Damn, if this is how Skinner's going to play the month of March, hold on to your hard hats, folks. This is going to be a good month. Yes, tomorrow I will be away tomorrow. The stream tomorrow night is 7 p.m. Mountain Time. As per usual, BW will have your Sunday game. So I hope you guys all enjoy the game with him. Please turn out, say hi, stop in, have a chat with him. He's a good person. Anyways, guys, my name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. If you've been here before, hit the like button. Let us know in the past videos what your thoughts are on them. We will be back tomorrow. I will be back with post-game reaction later on tonight. It's family time now. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have fun. Be well. See you in the next one. Sorry, real plug. Out of 10, what do I rate the Oilers from Hornets today? 4.5. 4.5 out of 10.